the first episode of our podcast.
What's up? What's up?
We're going to get really high and get off track a bunch. React to these video game console predictions from 13 years ago.
PSV 60.
The PSV 60.
Oh, that's
Where we took up, time to roll up. Shit, I hold up. It's the smoke up. Where we took up, time to roll up. Shit, I hold up. It's the smoke up.
Yeah, I think your shot might actually genuinely be a lot better than mine, even though you have the cheaper camera. Okay, so this is the first episode of our podcast. I do not have a name for it yet. We might be calling it something, but I'm not going to say it in the first episode if we don't keep the name. It'd be kind of weird. My name is Malachi Juarez. We're broadcasting to you from the prison capital of the world, Canyon City, Colorado, and this is my co-host, Bradley, also known as B. Deli. Bradley, introduce yourself.
What's up? What's up? Bradley. That's the name, as he already told you. I don't know. What?
We're sitting in the hottest room in America right now. We're going to talk about a few subjects, but most importantly, we're going to get really high and get off track a bunch.
That's the most important part.
It is 5:44 Mountain Standard Time, and this is the smoke up, and then the theme song plays. Even though I said I wasn't going to.
We'll make a theme song, and
Yeah.
we already revealed the title, so we'll...
Yeah, and we'll cut
go
it
ahead
out
and,
if we can't use the title.
Yeah.
We'll cut it out. Yeah. I think your frame is better. I think it because it captures you like shoulder to shoulder, but it also has the chair and the thing. I couldn't get the chair in my shot with my shoulders. Like with just like having like a shoulder thing or like kind of looks weird.
It's too wide.
Yeah, and it's too low. Like so it's a little further out, but I'm hoping maybe I can fix that. So the first thing we're going to do is react to these video game console predictions from 13 years ago. I saw the suggestion for the video, but I wasn't sure if it was... I wanted to watch it, but I wanted to watch it with someone. I didn't want to watch it by myself, so we're going to watch that. We're going to react to it for your entertainment and our entertainment. Trying to get the link. Can you not right-click in this? Maybe you can't right-click with this. Maybe there's alt-click. Yeah. We're using a Chromebook, so also have the worst type of computer also.
Just overall the worst setup for a podcast,
Yeah,
honestly. If you could see this whole room right now.
It's such a dirty table.
It's horrible.
But this is what will the newest gaming consoles look like.
Can't wait. PlayStation 4, man.
How do we do the audio for this?
I don't know. I thought you knew what we were doing here.
We're just going to mute it. We don't need to hear.
Yeah, we don't really need to hear it, do we?
No, we're just going to mute it. Okay. Well, we should start the video from the beginning because it is a funny little beginning thing. Okay, here we go. So the PlayStation 4. They guessed the name right. They got the name right.
Yeah.
That looks really funny. So I want to check this out real quick. We're pausing on the frame with the PS4. It is shaped like a Nintendo Wii.
It looks nothing like any PlayStation has ever looked at all.
No.
It doesn't look like it fits in with anything that they've ever done.
I like the idea of creating things that looked like AI art before AI art.
It does look like an AI art image. Like if you typed in PlayStation Nintendo or something.
Or PlayStation new version, next gen, and white. There are other keyboards that would work well for that. I've seen them used, like display, like stuff like that. Commercial would probably be another tag.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like AI art, which is kind of impressive in its own way because it's very uncanny.
It looks like it's supposed to lean up against a wall or something.
Here, let's light that blunt. Let's light that blunt.
Let's light this up. You want to light it?
Sure, I'll light it.
You can do the honors.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. Oh.
See, and that controller is so weird.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back there.
Why is it so skinny?
Why doesn't it look like the last thing?
Well, every PlayStation controller has looked relatively the same. They're just slight changes with each generation, you know? They've added the triggers for the PS2, and then for the PS3, they made it more like actual triggers, like the Xbox controller.
Yeah.
It's always been just small changes like that, but it always looks basically the same. So
I don't understand why they would include this design if their prediction was the last design, or if they're maybe they're combining a bunch of different ones that they found on like Google or something.
But that looks more like that looks like another kind of game controller. I can't think of it. There's another one that's kind of skinny like that.
Well, you know what it looks like? It looks like a Windows product. Like it looks like a normal like Logitech, like futuristic Logitech keyboard with like it even looks like it has the Windows like blue panel thing at the top there.
It does.
It looks like a mini PC, you know?
And the system itself looks like a memory card or like a...
I forgot to put on my headphones.
Yeah, you haven't had your headphones on this whole time. I thought you just didn't want them on. I don't know.
No, that was an accident.
The system itself, though, it looks like a memory card or something to me, or like an SD card.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look like a system.
Yeah, right. It looks like something you would connect to your computer.
It looks like something that goes in your computer.
Yeah, like slides into your... Okay, let's go on. Move on. Okay. So, honestly, that controller is not far off.
It's really not. The little, the weird tips, I don't know what that's about.
No.
It's unnecessary.
It's not even ergonomic.
Yeah. It seems like that's just a weird guess for some, I don't know why you would guess that, but everything else is pretty spot on.
Yeah, the alien facing people. I don't know if it'll
Probably.
get in the shot at all, but yeah, the system looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
It looks like a piece of plastic. It doesn't look like it looks like a flat piece of plastic with like an orb in the middle.
Yeah, I don't even where it doesn't look like it has any depth to it. What?
Yeah, that's weird. This was just a joke. This is funny. George Foreman PS4.
It's funny because it actually looks similar to the PS3. The roundness, especially right here.
Well, that is a PlayStation.
Okay, that is a PS3. And then, so they just
put a grill inside.
Okay, yeah. That's pretty.
The last thing is a George Foreman grill.
That's just a grill.
So we're just getting trolled here.
But that's it looks like both a PS3 and a grill at the same time. So,
well, maybe George Foreman grills just look nice.
I guess.
I've never seen one. There's that piece of plastic again. This is never going to happen. This would have never happened. It's a glass fucking panel, a glass panel that goes like this with a fucking orb in the middle. It doesn't make any sense.
So it's supposed to be like a flat touchscreen type thing?
Yeah, it looks like it. Like they were just like, well, holograms won't be here quite yet.
But this is this is how is this the next step from a big bulky console?
Where do things plug in? Where does it plug in?
Yeah,
you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the TV from the episode of South Park where Cartman goes to the future, and there's just no way to plug it into the Wii because it's just like a floating piece of glass. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, it looks like something from Phil of the Future or something. I don't know. It looks very strange.
Phil of the Future?
Phil of the Future, the old Disney not cartoon. It was like Disney show.
I never saw that.
It was same generation as.
I thought Disney was corny when I was a kid. I was the cool kid. I watched pornography.
Okay, so
we missed the last one. I like how that looks just like a fucking GameCube controller, but let's take a step back. Here it is again.
This touchscreen shit or the see-through, whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I like to call this the orb concept, where you sort of just make everything a weird sci-fi stress dream. The person designing this had to have just done it for fun. They couldn't have been thinking that this was actually like an actual practical idea for what they wanted, like what they had in mind.
I wonder if they're just like a graphics art person who just, they're just making like graphic art ideas.
Like they got Unreal Engine and just kind of rolled with it.
Yeah, or something like that. Because I don't know, where is this coming from? Where is this image coming from? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. So this is hilarious. I'm trying to think of it. It would fit like a worse version of a. Did you ever play GameCube?
I did. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. The GameCube was fatter, like down, like the bottom came down more. The handles weren't nearly as long, but yeah, it does look similar. Obviously, it wouldn't have the triangle.
Yeah,
square,
it has the
all that.
whole PlayStation design,
but yeah, it does kind of look like a GameCube controller. Except the GameCube had a stick up here.
Yeah, well, and
the arrows were down here.
It was also very poorly designed.
Yeah.
They had an excuse. The shape isn't incredibly off. Like, they're thinking in the right direction by keeping it brick-shaped. But those controllers are
Why
insane.
does it looks like a conveyor belt or something, the way it's shaped, it's so round this way, and then it's so square this way.
Oh, yeah, it
looks like a treadmill.
Yeah, it's shaped just like a treadmill. Okay. Bad. Pretty bad. Oh, more of the treadmills.
And there's people outside making noise. Don't mind that.
That was funny. I hear them through the podcast.
Yeah.
It's kind of dreamy sounding. Are we going to sound like dreamy and dreamlike when we listen back? Is there going to be like weird feedback going on?
I don't know. It sounds like the audio might be all weird.
Yeah.
I hear it keep on like stuttering. You hear that? Like
you're stuttering a lot.
Yeah. But I'm also like turning towards you when I talk, which is turning away from the mic. So that's probably...
Maybe you should...
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because where's the right place to talk into that mic is the side, right? I'm pretty sure this one is the front. Like, I want to talk into it like this.
Yeah, I mean...
Should I be talking into it like this the whole time? Or is that too much? It probably sounds better when I do this.
I mean, you definitely sound really clear right there.
Yeah. See, you get like an inch away from it.
Yo. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I don't hear you as clearly as I hear myself. Did you make sure both mic 1 and 2 are at the same levels?
Well, I turned both of them down until they weren't clipping anymore.
Okay.
That's why I had you talk into it continuously, and I turned mine down, and I did the same thing to mine. But I don't know.
So it's like yours was. Which one's lower? Is yours lower?
Mine definitely sounds lower, I think.
It does.
And mine is the one that keeps stuttering. I keep hearing myself stutter when I talk. I don't know if it's even picking up my voice half the time.
Well, worst case scenario, we have the audio from the iPhones, and iPhone mics are actually pretty good. And it's a
Okay.
pretty enclosed space with not very much echo because we have a whole wall of padding over there. So,
Yeah, it definitely helps.
yeah. But I mean, I could definitely check between all three. I know this mic is definitely only at its best when I talk to it like this.
Yeah, that sounds clear. Like, very clear right there.
Da 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 da
Yeah.
da da.
That's like, you could record music like that. You
Yeah.
know, that's how clear that is, probably. But this, I don't know how well mine's working.
So this looks like a real thing, and it's kind of unfair that they would throw this into the mix. But I don't know. It looks like a little fun Sony project. It doesn't look like it actually like ever hit a market.
That looks like a PlayStation 1 controller hooked up, or maybe a PS2. PS1 or
It's called
PS2.
PSX, and it came out before the PlayStation 3.
So yeah, probably closer to a PS2 controller, and then yeah, because I don't think the PS1 had the sticks yet. I'm not sure. I don't know. I never had a PS1. I grew up on PS2. That definitely looks a lot like a PS2 controller.
Yeah, and PSX was the name for PlayStation. It was just another name for the first PlayStation, so I don't know why.
I thought that was a certain thing.
No, it was
Are you
just-
sure?
Oh no, I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, I thought the PSX was like a specific
So
console.
that's what this is.
That's the PSX.
Yeah, and I'll put the Wikipedia page up on the screen when I come back and edit this. But that's how it looked.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the same thing. Yep.
It's pretty cool. A digital voice video recorder though. So it's like a VCR.
Yeah, I don't know. I assumed it was a game controller. I mean, a game console.
It says digital video recorder.
Yeah, I saw that's what it said on there. What does that mean, though? What,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking it up. Oh, we're such fucking idiots. Can you guess what a digital video recorder is?
It records digital video.
It's a DVR.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so a VHS player.
Yeah.
The things that we've recognized as VHS players, because there wasn't an original VHS player when we were kids. They were all DVRs by that point, because they could record television, and you could put them
Yeah.
on a cassette. Bump the mic.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I didn't know
Did your
what...
dad ever do that? Record
Yeah.
television?
all the fucking time.
That seems
I
like
did
something
too
your
as
dad
a
would
kid,
do.
actually. I mean, there were times where there was a show, even as a kid, that I knew was coming up that I would record on tape. You know what I mean? Like, that was definitely a thing of
That's pretty cool.
that time.
I didn't have access to that when I was a kid, but I heard about other people doing it. So
That was a different time, man. I was pretty young, but I definitely remember it.
yeah. I think if my dad was a little bit more tech savvy, he would have been a happier man. Because
Yeah, my dad went to college for like computers and shit, so he definitely knew a lot
what he
more
was
about
doing.
that stuff.
See, my dad, he would always get these big DVD collections over time, over like the course of 5 years, and then he would have like one drunk episode where, like he like ends up in jail for a couple weeks or for like a weekend or with a new charge. So he has to like sell a bunch of his stuff, including his DVDs, to make money for the amount of money he loses from work, and. If he knew he could just record every single thing he watched for like 50 cents a movie, he would have invested in that like all the time. He would be like the ultimate torrenting guy, you know?
Yeah, it really was like torrenting of that time. Like there were tapes that I had as a kid that my dad had recorded, like before I was even born, like movies that he recorded on TV. So there were like commercial cuts.
Yeah.
it would start commercials and then it would just cut and then the movie would start again.
Well,
It'd be like that on the tape.
I'm sure some of the oldest piratable videos on the Pirate Bay are probably things that were recorded through
Yeah,
VHS.
and it probably is very similar where it starts to play the commercials and then it cuts and then goes back. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Pretty wild.
It's a PlayStation integrated in a DVR. That's really cool. The more I think about it, actually, because that would have been like having a PlayStation mixed with a DVR.
Yeah, so it was basically just that must have been a new concept at the time. So they were just trying to put it in different kinds of electronics, you know.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, well, this new PlayStation is pretty hot. Let's try to put a DVR in that, you know.
Yeah, it sucks because they were going to release it in America, but they just didn't because it initially didn't sell very well. This is what was stolen from us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's nice that they showed us that. Good tangent. I'm so excited.
PSP 4000. Oh, shit, dude. This looks so cool.
So to remind everybody, this is a video from 13 years ago. So 2010, guessing the designs of the next generation of consoles, which at the time was going to be the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the not the PSP 4000 and not the Wii 2. They came out with the Wii U. So I'm excited to see how that eventually looks. But yeah, that's what we're watching right now.
PSP 4000.
But it just looks like a stretched PSP.
Yeah, it doesn't look that different from a PSP. It looks maybe a little more square. I don't know. I can't really picture exactly what a PSP looks like in my mind right now.
Honestly, they should have done something like this, though.
Yeah, it looks better, I feel like. I think I like this design I
don't understand the... Okay, the top is... What is the top supposed to be?
What do you mean? What part?
The top part. Are they suggesting a removable screen?
What, are you talking about this top picture? Like, what is that portraying?
Is that portraying a removable screen from the handheld controller? Because if that's what this is showing, that's kind of wild because that's the, like, Switch's design.
Right? That might be.
See, this is our clip for TikTok. We found the original Switch design. The original Switch design! Exclamation point, and then the emoji with the the emoji with like the soy face emoji. Yeah.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is
Because if that's a removable screen, that's what the Switch did.
So what is this? The second
I think they're
image?
trying to show you the top or the bottom of it, but I don't know what it's...
I don't know. It's hard to tell exactly what they're trying to show us here. Yeah, I think that's just the top-down look, but...
Maybe they're suggesting, and if this is the case, it's not necessarily like the Switch, but maybe they're suggesting that the controller part slides in. And by showing us the bottom, they're like, oh, you can pop it in and look at it.
Probably,
like,
yeah, that would make the most sense. I think that's what's
but
happening.
also, why would we care about looking at the screen if we hit the controller? For, like, movies? I guess PSPs used to come out with movies.
Yeah, it was actually pretty common to watch movies, especially if you're on, like, a road trip or something.
Yeah, the dumbest fucking thing in the world. Fucking PSP movies. PSP 2, let's look at that. Oh, that looks like a fucking BlackBerry. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
PSP 2.
That reminds me more of a Steam Deck. Because everything is one consecutive part.
Yeah.
It's got the things on the sides. It doesn't have joysticks, which is
Is
interesting.
this supposed to be a camera? Or what? And how does that, like, what, so you can record videos with it, or what?
That camera
Or
is huge.
Or is it like a... What if this was supposed to be some kind of, like, almost like Pokemon Go, like augmented reality, virtual what is it? Is that augmented reality?
It's AR. Yeah. Augmented reality.
Yeah. Is it? Maybe it's supposed to be something like that. I don't know. Why is there a camera on the back of the PSP 2?
Maybe if they were aiming for something like that, that would be like kind of a cool concept.
That would be a cool concept
Because
where you
AR
could-
wasn't that big in 2010s.
Exactly. So like that would have been a pretty revolutionary
But
idea.
honestly,
at the
they're
time.
probably thinking, oh, the first PSP took pictures, so the next PSP better take better pictures.
Right. So let's just put make it like an actual
The
handheld
bigger
camera.
the camera, the better the picture is.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
That's probably
It's kind of unironically true, too.
Yeah.
But it would be so dumb for... Okay, so this is a cell phone. This is like they got the skin of a cell phone and they were like, okay, I'm going to put triangle on it.
Yeah.
I wish. Is this literally from wish.com?
I wish.
What's the... It has a tag at the bottom. We can't make it
Yeah,
out.
it's way too blurry.
It's funny because it's like, here's early Android. Here's an early Android processing system.
Yeah.
Operating system. Okay. Oh, this is, I'm not even going to stop with that. That one's okay. That one's bad.
But it looks awful.
Yeah.
It's like a...
That's another cell phone.
Yeah, it's just a cell phone. That's
Sony Ericsson PS1. Oh, Xbox 720.
720?
No way.
Dude, it looks like a spaceship. That is so cool.
It looks so stupid. Where do you put the... Oh, okay, I see. I see where you put the disc in.
Where do you... How do you set that on your... Like, I don't even know how you set that up. Where do you...
You know, it is interesting that they had the silver X on there, though.
It kind of... It almost looks like a shoe at the same time.
Yeah, it looks like those bad...
Like those, like, running shoes with the weird springs on them.
Yeah. It does look a lot like that. Oh, it's so underwhelming.
I don't know why. It's just too much. It's way overboard.
Oh, this is another Xbox 720.
Why is it so spherical?
I feel like I saw things like this before the Xbox One came out, and I was like,
It's supposed to be an Xbox?
No way. Yeah, it's
And
supposed to be an Xbox. It says
And it's spherical. It looks like it looks like a ball. Why?
It's like that other South Park episode with the other thing.
You can always relate anything to a South Park episode.
I know, but there's specifically a system that they call like the sphere or something.
I think I know what you're
I'm putting
talking
images
about.
of it in post right now. You can see them.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, we got a little closer right here.
See, it's more
Not
like,
really, though. Not really, though.
what they really like to do with these is make it look as alien as possible.
Yeah.
They're like, let's make it look like a fucking spaceship, or let's make it look like just some weird shape. Like, what shape is that? What is that? That's not even a shape.
You have to consider that they're going to be making these on like assembly lines, and it's not going to be shaped like a fucking electric guitar if they have to fit in a bunch of different electronic components that are all shaped like squares,
Yeah.
rectangles inside of it.
Why is it
It's just
shaped like
wasted
this?
space.
Yeah,
you know?
it doesn't make any sense. Just cut those corners and make it square.
Yeah. And it would have been way closer. I mean, I don't know who was thinking, oh, new game systems after the 360 are going to have 4 controller ports that aren't, because the 360, the thing about it is it had USB controller ports. Why would they go to having old school round original Xbox? Unless this was a guess from like 2005 for the Xbox 360, in which case you can cut them a lot more slack. It does say Xbox 2.0 on it.
Does it say
This is a lot older
2.0?
than I thought it was.
That is 2.0.
So I think I was too hard on it. Still, engineering-wise, it's a bad idea.
It just looks stupid. A lot of these look pretty
It didn't even have a disc slot. That looks like something somebody actually built.
That looks like my dad's old laptop from the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
What?
It looks like something somebody actually built, though. They were like, I could make a portable Xbox 360.
It just looks so, like...
Janky.
Yeah, it looks like an old like the very early laptops. If you look like at a laptop from like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, I almost wonder if this is just like a Photoshop.
Yeah, I kind of think because it looks like one of those and they just photoshopped it to make it look like an Xbox.
Okay.
I think that's what they did.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never seen a computer that old. Like in 80s or 90s.
It might, maybe not 80s, but definitely 90s. Like it's an old ass laptop. It looks like that. It's all thick and
Like,
weird.
it has like keyboard
yeah,
that?
like it's like a combination of an old computer and a laptop.
Typewriter.
Yeah,
Like a
it's,
typewriter.
yeah, it's weird.
This is interesting, but it doesn't really say much.
See, and again with these weird shapes for no reason. What is this? What is going on here?
Yeah, what is going on?
Why?
It looks
What
like a
is that?
drone.
Yeah, that.
It has a picture of a drone.
I was about to say it has a picture of a drone on it. This is a drone.
Yeah, it's like they subconsciously made a drone and they're like, what picture do I put on it? Oh, this drone looks cool, without ever connecting the two things in their minds.
Do you think that's what happened?
That's what it feels like.
I
Why
don't
does that
know.
look just like a drone?
I mean,
The
that's,
720 wasn't going to be shaped like a drone.
that's definitely a drone.
And it has a keyboard attached to it, like you're going to be putting it up on your lap and typing in your game.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen those keyboard attachments for like PlayStation controllers, like PS4 and PS5 controllers for like online gamers, so you can chat real quick. You know, I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
I've
what
seen
that
that.
would be for, but
That would be, I guess, dumb. Because if you have a screen that small, why would you want a whole keyboard at the bottom just to
Yeah.
type on a screen?
it's pretty stupid either way.
It's like an idea that came out before people were really using touch screens.
Yeah.
So here we have a few ideas, which just look like PC towers that they put Xbox logos on. But that's a lot closer than the stuff on the upper left here. So the upper right looks just like an Xbox One.
It looks a lot like one, doesn't it?
Yeah. Kind of uncanny. Like, depending on how old this image is. Under it kind of looks like the newest Xboxes, but not really. But kinda.
The black one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the like Series X, right?
Yeah, because they just look like a little
They
black
just look like a
square.
box. Yeah, just like a cube.
And it looks a lot like it. So there are actually some pretty good guesses here. The ones at the bottom are insane. But again, these look pre-360. None of these imply that they're post-360. Because they don't bring up numbers. And the 360 was the first Xbox to bring up the numbers, you know? So there are 720s and shit past that.
Yeah.
And for some reason, everybody thought they would go with 720, even though it's just such a bad sounding name. Portable Xbox. Bad. Bad.
What? It looks like a kid's toy.
Yeah. Bad.
These stupid shapes. It just bothers me.
Yeah. It's
It
like-
really bothers me.
Okay, so this is insane, but it makes a lot more sense, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it looks more like a controller. It's got the shape of your hands.
It's got a
you know,
shape
it-
of a 360 controller.
Yeah, it looks like your hands would wrap around it decently. You know, it wouldn't be uncomfortable to hold it.
The screen is like 90 shit. Okay, that... It doesn't look like they're trying to do Xbox. It looks like this is a different thing. Like, this looks like one of those fake ads on Etsy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's supposed to be either.
What? Look at you. See the buttons? It was like LEV. Yeah.
Oh, we too. So they guessed that it would project holograms.
What?
But its shape would be generally unchanged.
How does this work? Okay, so there's a hologram coming out of it, right? So what? You're playing a game, and instead of what you're being on the screen, you're projecting a whole hologram into the room, and that's what you're looking at. That's the display of the game.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I mean, I guess on paper that sounds really cool and futuristic, but I really don't think that would.
No, that's so dumb.
I think it would.
This is 10 years ago. We didn't have anything like
Even if the technology was there, I just don't think that would be an efficient way to play video games.
No,
You just might as well go VR
and it's
put on a VR headset.
I think it's really disappointing that they would be guessing at so many of these handheld devices throughout this video, but they wouldn't guess that the Wii would try to go handheld. You know,
Yeah.
the company that kind of popularized handheld devices wouldn't try to do a handheld thing. And I'll be really disappointed if there's nothing like that for the rest of the video, because this is supposed to be the last system.
We got 1 minute left. We'll see.
That's just a Wii. It just looks like a Wii.
Yeah, with a gold color to it.
No way. This has to be pre-Wii. This has to be a pre-Wii guess. That's just a phone.
It looks like a TV controller, but with a screen on it.
Okay, what if Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft teamed up to create a console?
PS Wii 60.
The PS 360.
Oh, that's great. I love it. I want
Yeah,
one.
it looks like a Wii and an Xbox controller.
Yeah, there's definitely an Xbox controller, for sure. A
I
little
don't see
different.
any PS in its DNA.
I don't see anything that resembles a PlayStation.
Oh, no. Well, we're done with this. Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean,
Not the best segment. The first segment of our show was a little...
dragged on a little longer.
It was a
for sure, I
3-minute
think.
video, and it took 40 minutes.
It took too long to get
Jesus
to that.
Christ. Okay.
This is why podcasts always turn out to be 4 hours long.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next segment. We're going to talk about something Bradley wanted to talk about. So you can take over the controller.
All right. Well, so I came across. I'm sure many of you have seen this. You know, AI is
It seems to be pretty popular, all these cartoons and shit.
AI is a huge thing right now. Everybody's talking about it. There's ChatGPT. There's all this crazy stuff. And just maybe like a week ago, I came across these AI cartoons where, let me see. Oh, wait, we have the links right here. So,
So while Bradley gets this up, they're sort of reminiscent of, from what I can tell, it reminds me of the AI Jerry Seinfeld show.
I haven't seen that one.
Which
I forgot we can't
was
double click.
the original of its kind and shortly canceled because it made a transphobic joke. But it was making fun of transphobes. So the joke wasn't bad.
This is probably pretty similar. It tends to go off the deep end pretty quick.
It was just too controversial.
So how did you copy? I don't know how you.
Hold down Alt and click.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was hitting Control.
There's no right click on.
Yeah, I know. Just to stops what you're doing.
Or I guess you can Control C.
Oh, okay.
And
So-
Control V is copy paste. Is paste. You want to paste it that way, or you could do Alt click paste.
So weird. I don't like this. This is such a stupid computer. So, let me pause this real quick. So what we're looking at here, what's going on? I just skipped to the next one already. It doesn't really matter either way. So this is a AI-generated cartoon, obviously, based off of everyone's favorite childhood cartoon off of Nickelodeon, SpongeBob. So this is kind of like a game engine. I'm not sure what engine they're using.
Okay.
They put the characters in there, and then the rest is done by AI. So the voices are done by AI. The scripts are done by AI. So this is this one particularly, the SpongeBob one, keeps getting taken down, but it was on a live stream. And it's just a 24/7 live stream. And people go on there, and if you go on the Discord, you can recommend a topic.
Oh no.
So type in SpongeBob talks about trans people, right?
Oh no.
And then the AI will generate a segment of SpongeBob talking about trans people. And
it doesn't look like from the screen grab I'm looking at right now, it doesn't look like it's family appropriate. It doesn't look like it's censorship.
This one, so it keeps getting taken down by copyright, but I think it maybe has a little more to do with that. A little more to do with it than that, because this SpongeBob one, for whatever reason, just tends to go off the deep end pretty quickly. But we'll take a little
It looks
look
like
at
a
this.
video game. It looks like
It is. So it's basically a video game.
Here, we can play this one out loud. It won't be annoying.
Okay, yeah, and it's not going to be copyrighted or anything.
Patrick, please suck out the venom.
See, so this is
This will make you feel better.
their voices, but it's generated by AI.
You send it to block the frequencies.
Patrick's is bad.
There's no need. I've got this.
No, SpongeBob. We need you to send it to block the frequencies.
Patrick, I don't think that's such a good idea.
SpongeBob, we have to send it to block the frequencies.
What the fuck?
Patrick, I don't want
They're
to
just
shut
making
down
it
the block
repeat.
of frequencies.
A lot of the time, people will purposely make it annoying. They'll be like, SpongeBob says yada yada 5 times. Patrick says yada yada 10 times, and then that's all they end up fucking saying.
Patrick, Steve.
But
Yes, D. I can't help but wonder, is it really as big as everyone says it
it's so
is?
stupid. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
of course this would get taken out for copyright. It isn't even trying to make a parody. It's just bastardizing the characters.
Well, there's like,
Patrick, is that big lump
What
in your
the
head?
fuck?
there's definitely like a game, like, you
And it
know,
goes out throughout the whole town and
That's
everything.
just my youth
'Cause this is way more elaborate than the Seinfeld one ever
You know
got.
what?
yeah, see, so it's,
And
yeah,
it's
it's like
more
a,
vicious than the
I'm
Seinfeld
so
one
sick.
ever got.
I've been carrying it around
It's
for
crazy.
weeks.
and
Why would you do that?
then I watched these for a while,
I don't know.
and
It just felt like the right thing to
this
do.
one particularly, for whatever reason, it likes to go really
You should get rid of
vulgar
it before it starts to
compared to
smell.
the other ones, it seems like, and it likes
You're
to,
right, SpongeBob. I'll take care of it right now. He takes out his big sausage and starts to swing it around. Squidward,
It's just
SpongeBob.
weird.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
I don't know. Everything just seems so pointless.
What do you mean?
like,
I mean, what's the point of doing anything? We're all going to die someday anyway.
and sometimes it starts to seem almost self-aware, and it gets kind of scary, like the things it starts saying, like right here, like,
Please, we're all
Yeah, it's
one
just-
it's like, it's so,
We should enjoy
It's just so
life
dumb
while
because
we
it's
can.
like language
But
modeling.
that's
Like
just
it's
it.
Yeah.
What's the
guessing what
point?
they would
There's no
say, but
point
it's
in
just-
enjoying life when you're just going to die someday.
yeah.
It doesn't know nuance. It doesn't know how to make Squidward sound funny.
It
sounds
doesn't,
like
yeah.
disturbing.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Like I'd be
I
like,
don't
is
know
this guy
what's
gonna
wrong with
shoot
me.
people? Is this guy gonna shoot someone?
Yeah.
Patrick,
And like,
look at her.
yeah. And
Yeah, she's pretty thick.
we won't spend too much time on this. But there was one for Family Guy. I'll show you two.
You gotta pause it.
Yeah.
Keep
She's
playing.
not
Okay.
just hefty.
And yeah, so I'll show you the Family Guy one real quick. There's also something else that kind of goes with this I wanted to talk about as well. I find it a little more interesting than this, actually. But we'll look at this real quick.
Okay.
We'll just get this out of the way.
Wow, you did that.
Wow.
In a second.
You
just did it. Yeah.
Whoa, that was
shit like
that
in a
was
split second.
crazy. I did that
It never happened
accidentally.
again. Oh, well, that was just SpongeBob again.
What? It changed it back.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
that's the same one again.
What?
What happened?
Okay.
Just click on it and do Control V.
Control V.
Oh,
Right?
shit.
I'll just. Oh wait, I hit.
Here,
Okay.
try paste now. There we go.
This shit is so stupid. Why can't it just work like a normal
I don't
computer?
know.
This is Family Guy. It's probably gonna be just as bad. I noticed this one, the voices glitch out a lot. And they just do weird shit like this.
Like full screen it.
Oh, yeah.
What are you calling again, Devil Crystal?
Don't worry, Meg. We are here for you and want to make sure your computer usage stays legal.
And this one is a little lower quality than the last one.
We are going to
Do they do
Epstein.
cutaways?
It's a dream come true. I am
Do
living
they
in your
do
walls.
cutaways?
I am living in
What
your
the
walls.
fuck?
I am living in your walls.
Do they take suggestions?
living in your
Yeah.
walls.
Target.
I am living in your
Okay.
walls. I am
See,
living
and-
in your walls.
People really like to do annoying shit like this.
Yeah, because it's like you know what they're gonna do.
We're in a simulation. We're in a simulation. We're in a simulation.
Holy cow, Chris. Calm down.
I think he's gone buggers.
Hey, Chris. I got a surprise for you.
What is it, Dad?
Prepare to be
His
surprised.
voice is fucked.
Peter, don't do it. That's terrible.
Nah, don't worry.
This shit,
I'll just shove a little
I think this
gerbil
shit
up
kind
his
of creeps me
bed.
out to
Oh.
watch.
Damn it, Peter, he's your son.
Holy shit, did you really shove a gerbil up his ass?
Ah,
Yeah, you won't forget
Yeah,
that
they had to-
surprise in a hurry.
they had to go there.
Why
What?
did you do that, Dad?
Okay, so I work flipping burgers, but I secretly drop a little something extra on
That's
each
enough of
one.
that.
I want to watch a little bit more.
Okay.
I want to watch a little bit more.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
This is fucking
Hey,
good.
y'all just did it. Funny turn. Each burger I drop on a skillet.
See, but I think I found this especially interesting because when I discovered this,
Oh,
I'd literally just got done watching a Black Mirror episode about this exact thing.
Like
AI generated TV shows.
Peter knows.
And so watching this, I was like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I mean? Like,
Peter knows.
Yeah, it's pretty
It knows.
twisted.
it's scary. Yeah.
We want to know all the details so we know what we're up against. So anyway,
What's
did
the-
you know that Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert Mueller, was known as Israel Superspeed, and Epstein himself likely worked for Israeli intelligence.
What?
No, I didn't know that, Peter. Oh.
Hey everyone, I know you must be wondering
That
why
was
I'm here, but
weird.
here it goes. I'm here to tell you something
Why
important.
would you?
Peter,
that's fantastic
news. As low as no.
Anti-Semitic.
No,
Man.
I just figured it out myself. She will eventually find
The
out.
topic just says Peter
You
becomes a
guys are my
family
support
gay.
system.
No, not that one.
Oh wait, okay. I was like, okay, it's just switching really quickly. Okay. I was trying to see what I was like. How
The
does that?
topic was.
What did it
before we go
say?
too further, yeah, we're gonna go back.
Because I want to see what.
This fucked up.
Get out of my head.
Yeah.
That's what I just.
Hey everyone, I know you must be wondering why.
The cutaways, like the way it does the transitions,
yeah.
it's crazy. But then it does that. It's like,
What?
Oh.
Peter knows. Peter knows. Peter
I went
knows.
back too far.
Peter knows. Peter knows. Peter knows. Believe me, man.
Okay.
We want to know all the details so we know what we're up against. So anyway, did you know that Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert Mueller, was known as Israel Superspeed, and that Epstein himself likely
It's
worked
like-
for Israeli intelligence.
Going.
this is not going to go away.
Yeah. It says, Peter says to Chris, "Did you know that Maxwell's father, Robert Maxwell, was known as the Israel super spy?" and was a super spy in Israel, basically something like
So
that.
they basically just typed in exactly
Make
what
Peter say that Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was an Israeli.
I thought it like said that, just said it. I was like, what the
Yeah.
what caused that?
No.
The fuck? Okay.
There's somebody telling him to say that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why do you have to connect him to the Jews like that?
Yeah.
I mean, Israel's bad in its own ways, and the Epstein thing is bad, but the Jews didn't do Epstein.
All right. So, I guess that's enough of that, right?
Yeah, I'm done. Giving me a fucking headache.
But one thing that I find really interesting about this kind of technology. So let me see if I can find it. I didn't think about it, so I didn't find the link to send you. So I'll just look it
try to
up.
look it up.
So somebody modded. Have you ever seen anything about The Matrix Awakens?
I've never.
It's not a
watched
video
any
game.
movies.
It's not a movie. It's not a video game. It's like a video game, but it's basically a tech demo.
Oh,
So it's like
a video game.
it's like it's a video game, but you don't really do anything.
Okay.
I mean, there's like a story that you play through, and then after that, it's literally just a simulation. You're
Okay.
just in a city.
So
But
it's
okay,
like AI
so
NPCs.
somebody modded that game or tech demo, whatever you want to call it.
Do I?
Somebody modded it with Replica somehow. And so the NPCs in the game now are AI that you can interact with. You like talking to your mic and it talks back to you. It has an AI voice and everything. So you can have actual conversations with the NPCs in the game. So more advanced than in Red Dead 2 with the, as advanced as that is.
What's up, buddy? How are you? And he'll be like, hey there, cowboy.
So in this video, he's just talking to them in his
You
mic.
could take a rest on the bench right over there, dude.
No. I must keep going.
Wow.
Time is of the essence.
What do you have to do, man? Save the world?
Maybe. But I can't afford to find out.
What are you trying to do right now?
I'm hoping to find some answers
Answers to what, man?
to why I'm here and what I must do next.
Okay, do you think that we live in some sort of simulation?
Maybe. I just don't know for sure yet.
What if I told you you're in the Matrix, buddy?
That would explain a lot, but I'm not sure I want to believe it.
What if I told you you're an AI?
That would explain a lot. But why would I be here?
Maybe because you're programmed to be here. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video,
It's
we're
trippy.
be checking out the replica
I'll
smart
have to
AI
watch the whole
NPCs
video.
demo. So a lot of you guys watched
It's
my
pretty
first
good,
video
but
where I showcased
I just wanted to show some of
These
this.
are very big accusations.
I don't think you understand the gravity of what you're saying. I'm a good man, and these allegations are completely baseless.
Well, I think some people have evidence that suggests otherwise.
Evidence of what? I demand to see the evidence before I comment further.
Well,
It's crazy how specific their responses are, Like,
I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it's just
I just want to enjoy
it's
my walk
like
in peace.
it's pretty messed up what you did.
I didn't
it's
do
like a
anything.
trick, you know.
I know how it works. I'm just saying it's crazy that this is the reality of where we're at in technology now. That you can do this to a video game. Imagine Grand Theft
So
Auto.
cool.
Imagine Grand Theft Auto with this technology.
You know, I've been actually playing
I just want
a
to-
version of WoW called Ascension WoW, and it's like a free private server, and it has a mod where it gives all the characters AI voices, and it isn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like the whole game, a giant RPG that otherwise can't possibly have voice acting, has a bunch of voice acting. You know, they never would have paid for that.
Yeah, it's just wild that you imagine what games are going to be like a decade, 2 decades from now with
Yeah.
this kind of technology involved.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be cool.
It's going to be
There are gonna be so many people convinced that their game is real, like really talking to them.
Because even in this video, there were times when I was watching this where it started to creep me out because it seemed very self-aware. Like when he's telling them they're in a simulation and they kind of seem like they're scared.
Yeah.
I know they're not really conscious, but
our brain
it
tries to
tricks your
convince
brain
us.
into
Yeah.
you have to convince yourself that they're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. And to think what that would be like a couple decades from now, playing like a Grand Theft Auto style game with this kind of technology. And imagine you walk up to an NPC and like in how you do in Red Dead, you start a fight with them with your words, but it actually starts a fight and then the cops come and
he's like talking shit and the cops are talking shit and you can like talk shit into your mic and be like, fuck you, stupid asshole. And he'll be like, fuck you.
Fuck you, pig. And then the cops are like, what?
Cool.
And they shoot you down.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
It'd be wild. Yeah. So we don't have
and
to
they could still hire voice actors for the AI models for specific products.
And they can hire the voice actors for significantly less money and labor because they can have them just do like some dialogue and then the rest be based off of an AI voice model.
Yeah, but I don't want them to be paid less.
I don't want them to.
I want them to be paid the same amount to do the same amount of work, but we get a lot more out of it.
Yeah, that would be the ideal scenario, but they're not going to do that.
Yeah, well, that'll bum me out.
That's the bummer to this is this technology is going to
be used to fuck people.
It's going to be used for laziness and to fuck people over more than anything else.
Yeah.
So, as cool as this is, there's definitely a downside.
What do you call it? Drawbacks.
Yeah.
Some drawbacks.
So, we don't have to watch any more of that, but I just wanted to, I think this is cooler than the AI cartoons, because just the potential with this, for video. As a gamer, I find that really cool.
Yeah. So the next thing on the thing is to talk about my video.
Your recent YouTube video on your personal channel, to be specific.
My recent YouTube video on my personal channel. I'm going to pull it up. We don't have to watch it, but we can use it.
It's a long video, so I definitely wouldn't recommend playing it here. If you want to watch it, definitely go watch it. It was a pretty interesting video. Very well put together.
It sucks that still exists.
Uh, 58 views 6 years ago.
Yeah, I have to get this taken down.
That is funny. Hey, Butler reviews.
How do I get this channel taken down, man?
Okay, so we might as well talk about this since it's up. I mean,
yeah.
You want to at least explain why you're so embarrassed right now?
The thing that's making me so embarrassed right now is I have a video on YouTube from when I busted out my teeth asking for money from the internet. But there's a lot more to it. I was really trying to ask for money from a friend who had won hundreds of thousands of dollars through the lottery, but I didn't want to try to ask for it directly, so I did this Kickstarter hoping he would be generous enough to donate anonymously. He wasn't. My YouTube profile was my Google account was deleted by Google for I don't know why. So this is just a video that's stuck on YouTube forever. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Why is it still up if the channel was deleted?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so weird. Impersonation. It's true.
This is an embarrassing video of me. Please take it down.
Very straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was embarrassing.
So that's the first thing that comes up when you type in your name.
Let's talk about Malachi's other video.
Not the one from 6 years ago. The one from like 3 days ago or something.
Yeah. So
4 days ago or something like that. It's the first thing that comes up when you type in your name, too.
I know. Why?
It's
Why?
crazy. Like, is it... I gotta check on my phone now. Like, if I search your name on YouTube on my phone...
Now that the door's closed, can we open the window again?
Yeah.
It's just hot. I'm tired of
It
being
is.
hot.
It's
And
very
I
hot.
got embarrassed, so it's like I'm having like a hot flash.
It's
Yeah,
literally
it's so
the first
upsetting.
thing that comes up when you type in your name on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
The very first... It only has 58 views, and it's the first thing that...
That thing is going to be on there forever.
And then it's
I'm
my
never gonna-
remixes on my YouTube channel
Yeah.
with, at the most, here's one with 414 views. That's probably the most. Those come up next, but your video that shouldn't even be up still.
Yeah.
It's the first
Are
thing.
my videos even on there when you search my name?
I don't see it. Let me see. If I
So
keep
dumb.
scrolling.
My @ is literally @ Malachi Juarez. I don't understand why it
And look, it goes from my remixes
to some
to just random
stuff.
shit. What is this? Has nothing to do with your name. What the fuck? Maybe if I could put a space. I typed it all as one. Let's see. Juarez police officers in jail for kidnapping migrants. That's the first thing that comes. If I put a space in your name, it completely changes the algorithm to where you don't come up. But
That's the bad part.
yeah,
It's the good news and the bad news.
yeah, you're gonna have to figure something out about that.
My solution is I'm going to go back to not thinking about it. I found the video.
Okay,
So we're going to talk about it. It's a video that I did about the KKK in our town. Bradley, what are your impressions of it? Beginning to end. Let's go.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. I spaced out here and there. You know,
Okay,
I had a bit of a hard time following
I could
just
do
because
better at that.
not anything to do with the video itself. It was put together very well, but I just have a horrible attention span. But my impressions, you went into a lot of detail about history that history I've known, but I didn't know the details.
Yeah.
Which was interesting.
Yeah.
But what I remember is you talked about the way. So to back up a little bit, what the video is about is our town, Canyon City, used to be run by the KKK. Not too terribly long ago, like a century ago, you know.
Not for a long time, like 4 years.
Yeah, but it's something everybody here always hears about, you know,
No.
especially if you grow up here, that this place used to be run by the KKK. There's a lot of remnants of it. There's talk of underground tunnels that they used to use that are blocked off but still exist. But anyway, so Malachi made this video about the history surrounding that. And he kind of went into detail that I didn't know about, where you kind of went over how they rose to power, how they went about that. Because that's something I never really heard about. I just kind of always assumed, a bunch of racist rednecks going around killing black people. Not at all how it happened.
I think the fact that it started in Denver and sort of made its way here was interesting because, J.K. Simmons, the guy that you see in the very beginning, this very beginning part. He's the leader of the guy to revive the Second Clan, and he this meeting they do in Congress, and it's actually right before the stuff I talk about in the video. The first article starts with him talking to some people in Colorado and starting like the Denver chapter. And then from there, it gets to Canyon City and stuff. But yeah, I think it's really interesting because there was a lot of structures of power that were separate from Canyon City, you know, that were like from Denver and stuff that just sort of influenced the place. And then it was a feedback loop. And then, yeah, here it was pretty ripe for the KKK, you know.
Yeah, and then you also went into how the Catholics here began work on the Holy Cross Abbey, and that I can't explain it as well as you did, but that basically aided in getting the KKK out of Canyon, right? Or something along those lines?
Yeah, I mean, I was just reading articles, but yeah, it was like the Abbey was both the reason that it formed and also semi-responsible for like the rise of sentiment against the KKK. But mostly they were the reason it started. So they started building the Abbey, and then that's what sort of what's it called? It sort of just like energized these guys to all the Protestants in town to sort of join with the KKK, which the second revival of it was very anti-Catholic. Because the first was just a bunch of Civil War vets scaring black people, you know?
Yeah. See, and that's the image I always had growing up here, hearing about the KKK being this big force in this town. As I always imagined, I always heard about lynchings and stuff like that, you know, and that's kind of how, the picture I always got was a lot of violence, a lot of killing, and obviously that went on, but for the picture I got from this video that you made, it kind of painted a little more of a realistic picture for me, where it wasn't so like over the top violent all the time. It was more psychological warfare, which is what you would expect with this kind of thing.
Yeah. Which is actually ironic too, because it gets more violent in the 60s. Like it's like just sort of a weird type of social terrorism, and then it becomes like actual like lynchings again in the 60s, which isn't funny.
Just had to make sure everybody knows that laugh wasn't a humor laugh.
It was a nervous laugh because I'm pretty stoned right now.
No, I've done that sometimes. Sometimes I laugh like that at something that I say, and I'm like, I should not have laughed at that. Yeah. That makes me look bad.
Yeah, the lynchings are bad.
Yeah, it's definitely something that happened here, and it's something you always hear of, but it was cool to hear the other side of that history.
Yeah.
That doesn't involve the violence, the stuff that you don't hear about.
Well, and it was just a bunch of, I mean, I'm sure it was worse in the South in the 20s, because the South was just worse, and people kill each other more often. That's just a fact. I'm putting statistics on the screen right now.
Yeah, people in the South go around shooting each other.
Yeah, I put up Bradley's stat too when you said that.
Yeah, this is a fact. This is an actual statistic.
Yeah.
1 in every 25 white men in the South have been injured in a gunfight.
Yeah, sure. So how did you feel about the beginning? Like, I had to dub my voice over that. Like, so that's my voice.
So you had to dub it? What do you mean?
So this whole beginning part.
Oh, okay, yeah. You did like an
old-timey American voice.
Yeah.
There they are, gathered at a table, and there's Simmons, the son of a bitch.
Yeah, see, that was I was doing a voice right there.
Okay, Juarez and broadcasting to you
Oh.
from the prison.
So yeah, that was actually that was a little bit of movie magic. It wasn't contemporaneous, the voice I made, but the music was, and the thing. This was. It just didn't have any sound, so I got a song and then I dubbed over it. Because I wanted to make it funny.
It didn't have any sound?
No sound. The original video is just like, it shows this and then it shows them at a table. Because it's like an old, like, government news film reel. And it didn't have sound. Just like something you'd play on a projector. So I was just like, well, I could read this and put this song over it. And I looked up the song from the same time. And, yeah. And I thought it came out pretty good quality for the third video on the channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's put together pretty well. I like the way you integrate a little beat. I noticed
the beat.
I can recognize your production style in there.
Yeah.
I like the way it was used when you were reading and kind of like dropped in and out.
Yeah.
Thought that was done pretty well.
I wanted to make it more functional than the last one because I think if I remember right, I just started and then I started with the beat and then the beat went through till the end. And it was just that constant loop. But this time I was like, whenever I came back and it was me, you didn't see the beat, you know. And then at the very end, when I showed the gravestone, it plays the beat again as it goes to the ending. Did you watch the very ending? Like, pay attention to it?
I don't remember what the ending was.
It's the best part. It's the only part I'm like, the beginning and the end are the parts I'm really proud of. But,
oh, yeah, okay. You're in front of the gravestone.
Yeah.
Where it belongs. Thank you for watching.
And so then there's the grave. And this is the KKK Grand Dragon Arnold, the guy who caused all this bullshit in Canyon City, his grave. And I went to it. And it's the biggest fucking grave in the fucking... Oh, God damn it, you fucking pieces of shit.
Baby's life for just $1.
No, fuck you.
4 minutes worth of investigating.
God damn it. I was trying to talk Malachi. We're talking Malachi. It's like Talking Dead, but we're talking Malachi. It's a show where I get my friend to talk about me.
Just for the record, I don't condone this show idea.
No. No. Oh my God. It's trying to play this Christian film. It just keeps. Oh, it's a
trying to
video about a Christian film.
It's trying to teach you some shit, man. It's trying to get you right.
So,
Thank you for watching.
I really need to go back and make this shot like longer or something because it doesn't let you see the grave.
The city's social.
It's like you can't even see the fucking grave. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right at the perfect time. Oh no! Okay.
This computer sucks.
So, okay, so
So death us join, is that what it says?
Yeah, it says tell death us join. So it's like blood in, blood out.
They're just...
It's like an old-timey version of saying, like, blood out.
It sounds like...
You gotta die to leave the gang.
It doesn't sound like proper English. It sounds like Yoda talk almost or something. Till death us join.
Well, KKK are notoriously nerdy as shit. So, of course, they're talking like that.
Are you saying they're actually talking like Yoda on purpose?
Yeah, to like seem more cryptic on purpose. I'm sure that's why they did it.
They'll let us join.
Yeah,
because that's kind of like Yoda, right? Like switching the structure of the sentence.
yeah. And this dude's grave is just the biggest grave around it. When we were looking for it at the graveyard, right? And
It definitely looks like it towers over the ones in the
it
background.
towers over. All the other ones are normal sized gravestones, and if you pay attention, that gravestone's like 3 times my size. And it's like when I was like, oh, I hope this is gonna be easy, and I like walk out, and I'm like, okay. And I look around, like we found the section it belongs in, so I walked out and I looked around, and it was the first thing I saw because it's towering above all of the other gravestones around it, and it's this fucking burning cross KKK fucking grave. It's wild.
Yeah, it definitely sticks out like a sore thumb. It looks like, I mean, I imagine if you're there, it's hard to miss, right? I mean,
Yeah, if you're just walking through the graveyard for fun, you'd probably find it pretty easily. But you could also just look up everybody's grave online pretty easily. That's how I found it. I just looked it up online.
yeah, but I just think, like, it definitely says something, right?
Yeah, kind of.
The
It's
fact
kind of
that,
a symbolic thing.
It's just very symbolic. That this guy's gravestone would just be, it's like a monument. you
Kind
know?
of. Yeah, well, you know the KKK chapter paid all the money for it. That's why it's the biggest one.
Yeah.
And paid all the money for it. And they were dissolved and eradicated. Bunch of dummies.
Bunch of fucking nerds dressing up like ghosts.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Okay, so your EP came out the other day. What do you have to say about that? What do you have to say
So
about
I
that?
dropped my debut EP, music EP, rap music EP, if you will. You know, these are, I don't know if it's not gonna be on my channel.
No.
It's gonna be on, the artist channel.
What's it called? How do you make it? Oh, yeah, because you have your distributor.
Yeah. So, and it's right here. Yeah, it comes
Oh,
up right
it's
there.
right here?
Yeah. So that's the.
It's
yeah,
a topic? That's how...
That's how it comes up.
artist channels work?
Yeah, that's how they all are.
Weird. Weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, talk about your album a little bit.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, I made this album. I've been working on it for a little while. Most of these songs are actually pretty old, but I wanted to get them out there because they kind of represent a pivotal moment in my life, I feel, you know? Songs kind of come from a bit of a dark, pessimistic place, you know?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Kind of a darker view on the world that I you know, I think it's more therapeutic than anything. But you know, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about the album itself. Just that it's there if people want to hear it. If not, whatever. Nobody's really listening to it right now anyway.
Do you want to play a song from it on the podcast?
I mean, we can play a song if you would like.
Which one do you want to play on the podcast?
I mean, I would just play the title track.
You know
Track number 2. Yeah. It's got them ads on there.
Little bites. One day I was.
Now, what is Sheol?
Sheol. Okay, yeah, maybe I should talk about that a little bit. So Sheol is the Jewish hell, basically.
Okay.
Which I just thought the word sounded cool. I'm not talking about Jewish hell or anything in the album at all.
It's just the aesthetics of it.
It's just the aesthetic. I wanted to make an album, it's a dark album. It's kind of a little political. The idea was like hell on earth, right? That was how I viewed the world at the time.
Like a Jewish
basically.
hell on earth.
Well, I just I never thought of it like that. I thought the word sounded cool. I didn't want to call it hell. That's stupid. That's fucking lame.
Hack. Be pretty hack.
And how many people have an album themed off of hell already?
Yeah.
I mean, it's overdone, but I thought
You
if
want
I
it to
just
be more like a cultic.
exactly that. Yeah, I wanted it to be more occultic, and so I basically just came up with this bit. I was looking into like occult type shit, and that word kept on coming up, and I was like, that's a cool fucking word.
A lot of occult stuff likes to co-opt actual like religious ideas into like its sort of mythology. So that's how that like sort of thing happens.
But from my understanding, the way Sheol works in Jewish mythology, it's like a prison, and you don't go to hell forever. You just kind of do your time, I think. I don't know. Don't take my fucking word for it. I'm no Jewish scholar.
So you could go to Jewish hell for like 20 years and then...
From my understanding, that's how it works.
I thought Jewish hell wasn't a thing.
Like it doesn't exist at all?
Yeah, I thought Jews didn't believe in hell.
I mean, maybe I have it completely wrong. I think Sheol is like the land of the dead, so it's not like your conventional view on hell.
I remember seeing that Esoterica video pop up. Maybe that's a good place if to read about it if you're actually interested in the history. I never watched the video, but the guy's good with history. Esoterica channel. But yeah, it's like I think it's like supposed to be a not like mainstream Judaism, but like a specific sect, like how Kabbalah isn't like normal.
Yeah, like
Judaism.
Kabbalah is like Jewish, like occultic
like
magic,
Jewish mysticism.
shit, yeah.
That's probably what this comes from. It's not like mainstream. I don't think we should probably get like a Jewish friend. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If we had a Jewish friend.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of Jews around here.
If a Jew ever watches this, be our friend.
Yeah, I mean, I like people of all, walks of life. I like hearing different stories and shit, I think it helps us grow as people to hear different perspectives. But enough of that. All right.
So yeah, we're going to play the track. We're going to play 30 seconds of the track, a little sample.
So this is the first 30 seconds. The song starts right off the bat. No fucking drop, nothing, just starts.
Then I fucked it up again, asked for a refund. He said, here, take my hand, and then he ripped my arm off. Listen, see your face again. I've been lost ever since I realized we're lost. Years running around in the street, trying to
This is the first single released, actually like a year ago already.
I just felt like you're unconscious. I tried to talk to people, just pour out some fucking nonsense. Not the apocalypse.
And when it's released on all your distribution things, it like also gives them for free on YouTube.
Wait, what?
Like when your distribution thing releases it like iTunes, it also gives it up for free on YouTube.
I mean, it's not necessarily free. I mean, it's
I'm watching it for free.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's ad revenue. But they make money off of it. I make money off of it.
It's true. So it's like you're just paying to have the song without the you're like paying to have the songs without the app when you buy songs now.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Can you put things on MP3 players still? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, I mean, So, I mean, what we're doing right now is streaming, but you can buy my album on iTunes. right?
And I was
And
like,
then, you go to iTunes and you buy it. And
what do you look up to find your album? You're doing a plug. Do better at your fucking plug.
Right, my bad.
We're doing the plug over the song. It's good.
Yeah, so just go into iTunes. You can look up B Deli, B-DELLEY. Don't ask what the fuck it means. It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
Sheol is the name of the album. Yeah, I mean, this is the title track. It is what it is. If you like it, this is it's kind of a horrorcore kind of thing, I guess. It's the only song on the album that's actually like that. So if you're not a horrorcore person, don't worry.
Yeah, maybe it is even the best one to like show.
But I mean, none of them are because every song is different. So it's
because it was before you developed your talent to where you can synthesize a sound for an album. You know?
Yeah. This album was kind of just a collection of songs at the time that I felt kind of went together better than like they didn't go anywhere else, you know.
Yeah.
So we said we were going to play 30 seconds. We ended up playing like the whole song, so we might as well just let it play.
Yeah, we're gonna play the whole thing, but we're talking over it. It's an ad. It's an extended ad. We're gonna cut part of the ad to make an ad for it on TikTok. It'll just be me talking about.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna use this to it'll be like to spice up my refine my editing skills. See how quick I can edit the podcast episode. Because all I'm gonna take out are just like the gaps of silence. And that was the song Sheol of Sheol.
This is called Gravity.
And the song little mic drop from my boy Neil Tyson.
Yeah, mic drop from Neil Tyson. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the music video, and then we're going to get out of here.
So, segue from that, Sheol is also going to have a music video for that song that you just heard. Maybe you didn't hear much of it because we were talking over it. Not sure.
They heard enough. They heard enough. They could buy the album.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it. Go buy the album.
We don't give out the whole album for free, Bradley. That's not how we do business.
No, definitely not.
There's if you want to watch it, you got to watch it with ads because that isn't free.
True.
It's not free that way.
So anyway, we're going to be shooting a music video. It's going to be very simple, so it shouldn't take long. I mean, we should get started on it soon, and I don't know, give it a couple months. Should be out, right? Yeah. So, yeah, that's something to look forward to.
No,
it's going to be fun.
Try to do it in 2 days of shooting. We just have to get every prop together first and plan it out so we don't waste any of the props. That's the cheapest way we can do it.
Yeah. So I want to get some props together. I want to get a fog machine.
The fog machine will be so sick.
It would be so sick. I got to get the lighting right in here.
It'll make rapping in front of the microphone not seem like as weird.
Yeah, just clips of me rapping in front of the microphone with fog and like some red lights or something. Yeah, it'd be dope.
And I could like manually make them flash to the beat if I need to. You know?
Yeah, we could basically make it like a concert almost in here. I'm not going for a concert type music video, just to be clear, but it'll be a fun little music video shot here in the studio using
we're gonna do
props,
movie magic.
Magic.
I'm gonna create an illusion that you'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should. We're doing a little bit of live planning in the podcast because. The podcast is just us hanging out. If you haven't figured it out yet,
this isn't planned. This is just us sitting in front of them. This is how we talk normally.
Yeah.
But we have microphones and we're acting like there's somebody else here that we're talking to and explaining everything to.
Yeah, basically.
Like we have a new friend that doesn't know us very well and we have to explain everything.
Yeah, exactly. So a fog machine would be cool. I could pull up the doc sheet.
Yeah, I've noticed it echoes a lot.
The doc. You pull up the document. Just 1 second. I can pull up the document. It's the document is document is this is right here. It's right here. Okay. So we don't have any props written down.
No, we don't. I mean, I guess kind of.
Yeah, well, fake blood with a question mark.
Yeah, so you can add fog machine to that list. I don't know why we have a question mark there. Wasn't that kind of a...
Like a definite?
Yeah, like it was definitely part of the idea. There was going to be fake blood in there for sure.
So fire ideas is definite too, but we still don't have.
No, yeah, we need to make sure we actually can do that first.
Fake blood, but
fake blood is obviously something we can
I put the question mark there because I wasn't sure what we were going to make the fake blood out of.
Oh, I mean, just buy fake blood.
We're just going to buy fake blood.
Yeah, just buy fake blood. Just do it Halloween style, man.
Well, Halloween style.
Yeah, like
is that a good prop though? Like, will it actually spray?
I mean, we can test it out.
Hopefully it'll spray and stain.
Yeah. I mean...
Because I think if we... Because the only problem with using red food coloring and corn syrup is that it's like semi-transparent and blood isn't really like that.
No, blood is thick.
Yeah, well, blood is like opaque. You know, you can't see through it.
Yeah.
Like you can in corn syrup. So all we need is something that would make it opaque, something that would make it like milkier. If we can't, because I think the problem with that will be with fake blood is they only give you like a little bit in a tube. You know, when you get fake blood, it's like.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna get a couple or something. You know
yeah, but like we need like an effect where it's like spraying on you like an artery.
Yeah.
And a tube, I don't know if a tube will pull that off. It might. I think it'll end up looking like a little
squirt bottle
string of like blood squirted like in like the dumbest way. Because blood like looks fucked up when it like sprays because it's so heavy. It doesn't move like that. I'm pretty stoned.
No, I know what you mean. It moves a certain way when it
sprays out.
Yeah,
yeah, it like sprays out like water, not like
syrup.
Not like syrup or like fake blood because fake blood's always so thick. Because I think fake blood is meant to simulate like dried blood a lot of the time, like drying blood, like congealed blood. Because it's supposed to be like for facial stuff and stuff like that usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll figure out the fake blood.
Well, yeah.
Because I think if we filled a water balloon with fake blood, we can make it seem like an artery. Just has to be the right kind of fake blood.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, there's got to be, even if it's a little more expensive, I'm sure we can find some online. There's got to be like movie grade fake blood that works right for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or else, how the fuck do they do it in the movies?
That's true.
It's got to
Sometimes
exist.
blood looks really bad even in good movies.
Yeah, exactly. So even if it doesn't look that great, I mean,
just needed to
who
spray,
fucking cares?
Because I wanted to spray and stain your clothes.
Yeah, that's
I'm
all
just
we
worried
really
about
need.
it squirting out like a fucking candy.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like that candy, you know that candy, the sour like candy. That's just
I know
like
what you mean. It comes in a little,
Yeah.
You a little dab it on your finger or whatever.
And the consistency is so good.
It's just like a little gel.
Yeah, but it's like a Tinder gel.
I actually like randomly thought of that shit like a couple weeks ago. I was like, whatever happened to that? I feel like I haven't seen
It
that
still
in a while.
exists. It's just not a good candy. Like it nails some things, but it's also like, okay, I just ate like 40 grams of sugar in like 10 seconds because it's just fucking. It's not good candy. It's good though, but it's not that good.
I remember it being really good when I was young, but all candy was.
Yeah,
It's probably not that great.
Yeah, the only thing that's good is like chocolate, right?
I don't know. I mean, I like some candy, but
Some candy's good, but chocolate's like where it's at. Like real chocolate. Nothing beats real chocolate.
what do you mean by real chocolate? Like baking chocolate? like
No, not
just
baking.
straight up chocolate? Like
Baking chocolate's bad.
exactly.
No, like real milk chocolate. Like with cocoa. And with cream milk and stuff. I guess some vegan substitutes work too. The only stuff I don't like is when they use soy lecithin, like lecithin, because it makes it like plasticky. But I'm pretty sure I've had vegan chocolate that melts right.
I've had some bomb ass vegan chocolate, man. I've had
Vegan chocolate isn't always hydrogenated soybean oil like bullshit making the chocolate.
Mr. Beast just came out with these chocolates, and there's a couple of them that are vegan, and they're
He's just
really
lying.
fucking good.
He's just lying to me.
You think he's lying?
How
That would
funny
be so
it be?
fucked up,
How
man.
funny would it
I'd
be?
sue the shit out of Mr. Beast if you're lying about that. Just know I'm suing you for everything
We're
you got.
coming for you,
Everything.
Beast.
Everything.
Johnny Beast.
I mean, no, they're pretty good though. They taste like there's like a rice quinoa one. It's just like fucking Mr. Good Bar. Whoa.
A rice quinoa.
Yeah, I think that's what it says. But yeah, it's just like Mr. Good Bar.
He's like, what'll appeal to all these fucking people
Vegan
my age?
fucking-
All the people my age.
Yeah, I guess.
Vegan chocolate that doesn't taste like fucking cat soap.
Yeah.
Like soap for cats. Chocolate scented soap for cats.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty harsh. It's a bad taste, I would imagine.
That'd be such a weird product.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
yeah. I mean, maybe somebody would buy it.
And we're going to do a fog machine. So are you going to get like a small one and try to fill up the whole room? Like over time? And what shot are we going to do it for? Like, are we going to have both shots? Like, or are we going to be like normal in the room and stuff?
So I wanted it to like. So you know how we're doing like. There's some shots that are like normal, and there's some shots where I'm like in my head, right?
Yeah.
I think the fog would be dope for those shots.
Yeah, the in your head shots.
Yeah.
With the red lights.
Just narratively, that would work really well. You know what I mean?
Because it's all foggy.
Yeah, it should like.
It's like a good symbol.
It's like a Nightmare on Elm Street dream scenario. You know what I mean? Like there's fog and everything.
And we
Gets
can
all
use
weird.
it to disfigure the fact that like the room, like we won't have to do as much to change the room if it's just foggy and dark. You know, with just the red lights. Because I bet this room could get really dark with some fog. Like if we blacked it out and then had fog in here.
Yeah, which that's also something I need to do is get some blackout curtains for this studio.
Yeah,
behind me,
and a proper curtain rod, and install it.
Yeah, this apartment's all fucking ghetto like that.
Yeah.
But
Curtain rods aren't as much as you would think. You can get like a $15 one for that. It would work fine.
But yeah, so fog machine.
Fog.
Yeah. Don't really need to put machine. We know where the fog's going to come from.
Yeah. So,
I also just kind of wanted like cool imagery in the background, you know? So like, I thought Mikos's like mannequin head would be really cool to have like just sitting like next to me or something in some shots, you know, like stuff like that. Just nice little props with a dark aesthetic, preferably. Yeah.
maybe we could have shots where like a I'm like replaced by like the mannequin head.
What do you mean?
Like it's
Like-
where I'm usually sitting, but they're just random shots where it's the mannequin.
Yeah, okay, that'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah. See, yes, you see, just shit like that.
That'd be cool.
I think it would be, I want it to be kind of like a, you know, ICP's How Many Times video,
Yeah.
amazing music video.
Yeah.
It's all shot in one room,
Yeah.
one angle.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like that, but my favorite thing about that video is how, if you pay a close attention to the background, things just move around. Like there'll be one cup on the table and then there's two for no reason, it seems, you know. I don't know, I like that idea. I think that'd be cool to have like things just kind of shifting around in the room in different shots.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like we purposely shake it up when we do shots.
Yeah.
No, that'd be good.
Yeah, just like, not even like, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just something that people will notice and be like, huh, that was different before.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something to notice, something to look for, you know. I don't know, I think that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be good.
But yeah, so like with the mannequin head and stuff like that, like things like that, just kind of shifting around from shot
where
to shot.
shot's different.
Yeah.
Because usually someone would attribute that to being like someone who didn't set up their shots right. But if we take shots that are otherwise identical, and then just change random things in the background,
Right, yeah.
like then it shows obviously that there was effort made to like actually change the shot without showing that the shot was changed. You know?
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I think
So maybe do like 3 or 4 different versions of each.
of each like take, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of shoot and reshoot for this one.
Yeah.
But I think the result will be cool. I think it'll be cool because of how simple the video is going to be to have like little details like that mixed in there just to keep it interesting.
Yeah. I think the fog machine's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I think it'll cover up a lot of stuff and make the room seem bigger too.
It'll probably create the illusion of a bigger room. Yeah. But it'll definitely give the sense of like seclusion that I'm trying to give off in the video. Like I'm alone in my own head in the video, you know? That's the kind of vibe that I'm trying to give with that. And I think the fog machine will definitely help with that. Like I said, it's kind of like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of thing. That's what it makes me think of. Like in those movies, there's like fog and they're like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, something like that. A lot of horror inspiration for this one in general, I think would be cool.
Yeah.
You know, I want to, I'll probably be wearing like something like horror related or, you know what I mean? Like just things like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It'll be like a schizo post.
Yeah.
Like a schizo wave type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what this song and video is. It's stepping into the mind of somebody who's like mentally deranged. Yeah, and they're not completely insane, but they're definitely not there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of vibe I'm trying to give.
And it's just an interesting, spooky, fun type of esoteric thing. But I think just a horror themed video, just straight for horror, would be really good.
Yeah, I like like that because not a lot of my shit is going to be horror based anyway. So I think this is definitely the video to do that with.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's the song we just did, right?
Yeah.
So
but yeah, and it's not, it's not like a horror song, but it's got horrorcore elements for sure. There's talk of killing and wanting to kill and stuff like that. And it's got a little bit of politics just sprinkled in there. I'll talk about the Pope a little bit and stuff like that.
Sort of like sort of 4chan politics, right? Like sort of like edgy politics.
I don't know about that.
What do you say about the Pope?
What do I say about the Pope? I say that he, I went and saw the Pope touching little kids inappropriately, so I kill him. And then I get rid of his body. I mean, there's nothing 4chan about that, man. That's like... No, I think it's fun. It's not... I don't think it's like a bad thing. I don't think it takes away from the experience. I think context kind of matters, I think when you understand where I come from creatively and musically, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed from
what
I'm
ICP thing
wearing, it's very Juggalo inspired.
Yeah.
It's not
it's horrorcore.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
here's the craziest person I could think of in my mind, and here's how they experience.
And just like with ICP, they sprinkle in their politics. They talk about killing bigots and pedophiles and stuff. That's what I'm doing in this song. Maybe it's not as obvious that that's what I'm doing, but
he's a new artist. Give him a break. He's a new artist. We've only been at this for 10 years.
Well, I've been working on my music production for about 10 years, I would say. Has it been that long? Fuck, it has been that long.
Yeah. At least.
Yeah, it's been
10 years is just giving it like a nice round number.
I'd say that's when we really started.
Been more like 12 years.
We started kind of dabbling like 12 years ago. I'd say 10 years ago is when we started making actual coherent beats that actually sounded like music and had structure. Maybe they were mixed well, but you could hear it and be like, okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah,
which you can find on my, you can find a lot of my beats on SoundCloud. There's a little plug. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can, there's a link to my SoundCloud. It's just a bunch of older beats. And then,
you have a bunch of old beats on SoundCloud?
Yeah, that's where I put all my older beats.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's where I put all of them.
I thought about doing something like that.
Because you can have 38 tracks on there for free. So that's what I did.
Really?
Yeah. So I was able to fit all 4 of my old albums on there. And then it's so weird with SoundCloud. They have like worst bot problem I've ever seen.
Yeah, as soon as you upload something, you get bots like, hey, yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
Send it to me. Or like, it's like,
send it, bro.
Yeah.
Have you checked out this thing that gets you 1,000 follows?
Yeah.
1,000 follows, like. But I like this song, so cool. And it's like, the song is just like, this isn't.
It's like the Instagram of music distribution, because Instagram is the same way. You fucking post something on Instagram and 5 minutes later there's a fucking bikini bitch commenting on your shit saying with all words misspelled, talking like trying to link you to her fucking page. Hey honey, winky face.
What is it? What is the page? Have you
I'm not clicking those fucking links. Are you insane? No. I have no clue what it leads to. Probably some fucking virus that shuts down your shit. Like, no, they're obviously bots, and it's really bad on Instagram. I don't know why.
SoundCloud seems like it's completely unmoderated because there can't be much going on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know, people upload there, and I don't think there's much oversight of what actually gets uploaded there. I mean, a lot of the shit I have on SoundCloud is definitely not legal to release because of copyright issues. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what that means.
Like-
What are you talking about?
Like my remixes and shit.
Oh,
you can't just put that shit
You can't
out
just
and
remix a song for free and
You
not
can't- no.
pay anybody.
no, that's not how that works. That's why my shit got fucking like a lot of those on YouTube either got copyright claimed or some of them I had to take the vocals off of. Like a couple of the songs I couldn't have vocals on anymore. I had to just take them off because it wouldn't allow me to have the vocals. So I just did the beat. And even with the beat, sometimes they get copyright claimed. Like I have an instrumental remix on there. It's just an instrumental.
It's copyright claim. How can they identify it as
They can identify the melody somehow. The fucking technology is crazy, man.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But also, it's bullshit. 'Cause they don't
Dogs
know.
working up.
Melodies are so easy. You know, I've been hit with a couple copyright, like automatic copyright claims that I've had to dispute. Because as I was making a beat in a live stream, they identified as one little loop that I listened to in my own beat as a part of a song. It's insane.
bullshit.
But I was able to dispute it, and I mean, if they want to dispute it afterwards, they can, but I would shit on them. I'd shit on them pretty hard. I haven't looked. Those are the Let's Make a Beats, which I try to do once a week, but I usually can't make it.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I think it's, we did a whole episode. We did like a 2.5 hour episode.
Something like that, yeah. Fuck, it's been a whole episode, that's for sure.
Yeah. So let's do our plugs. Bradley, give your plugs.
So you can find me on YouTube, B-Delley, B-D-E-L-L-E-Y. Again, doesn't mean anything. Don't ask. Instagram, B-Delley Official. No punctuation or anything. Yeah, go check out my album. Buy it on iTunes. Go stream the fuck out of it.
Just spend the $5. You get it without ads.
Yeah, it's a $5. It's a $5 album.
Watching ads is like paying money because time is money.
And if you
so think about that next time you try to really steal off of by watching it on YouTube. Buy the album. Don't be a thief.
Buy it, but also stream it. Buy it and then stream it. Also,
stream it overnight.
Put it on mute. Put it on put the album on repeat. Play it all night. Keep your phone plugged in so it doesn't die.
Play it for your cat when you go to work.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Your cat will love it. Straight up.
Cat.
Your cat's gonna love the album.
My name is Malachi Juarez. I have a Twitter which has one tweet asking somebody to play their video on my stream. Pretty embarrassing itself. And then I'm not going to tell anybody that one. It's Malachi Beats. All my things are Malachi Beats, except for the YouTube channel, which is at Malachi Juarez. It's the YouTube channel. But don't look it up by saying Malachi Juarez. Look up my town denounced its past. Look that up.
Will it come up if you type that in? Have you tested this?
I don't know.
You should probably test this before you plug it like that. Let me test it real quick. Make sure you guys get the right plug.
And I'm going to play the outro music. The outro music is starting now as Bradley looks it up.
It comes up for me, but I've seen the video, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
That's good enough. Good episode.
Yeah.
Time to roll up. Shit, I hold up.